Welcome, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Very well. It's a pleasure to have you on
Yeah,
the
thank you
show.
very much, and thank you for having me today.
It's an honor. So let's talk about coding. So, do you see coding more as an art or or a craft or an engineering discipline? And how do you think that perspective shapes how teams work, how innovations emerge, and how failures are embraced?
Okay, so yeah, it's with all my 20 plus years of experience,
Right.
I can tell you that the software development it's actually the mix of the three of them.
Right.
Okay, if you look at it, it entail logical thinking, rules need to be followed, constraints, structure, and this is all about engineering. But also at the same time, it requires a lot of imaginations, innovations to push the boundaries while developing and introducing new technology, which you can consider this part of art.
Right.
And it is still a craft because there is difference between junior developer and experienced developer because there is a lot of skills that it's been developed through years.
Right.
So
Right.
the outcome is different when it comes from an experienced person who is precise, who knows what need to be done, what is the objectives. So if you look at it, it's the mix of three, and that's why when you are forming a team to deliver software, especially these days,
Right.
you need to make sure to have the proper combination because you need a vision, you need the mind, mastermind to think, you need brilliant coders to code. So this makes what will make the difference in the outcome of the team.
Absolutely. Now, as modular architectures, APIs, microservices, and low code
Mm.
platforms proliferate, what do you see as the limits or dangers in overcomposability? How much glue, orchestration, and governance becomes invisible but crucial?
Well, I like this question a lot because I've seen uh, many customers and organizations
Right.
uh, they this the composability and APIs, microservices, low code. This is actually a kind of tools or ways means to deliver a better outcome. The challenge that I'm seeing somehow some people they convert the means into objectives and they become all their thinking is I want to do microservice, I want to do decomposition and so on without really factoring the cons of these things. So anything in life has cost, so the pros and cons. So if you are using it properly the pros will be high and cons will be less.
Right.
So to be able to make sure, I'll give you example. This I like this engine in front of us.
Right.
Imagine if you have a car,
Mm.
its engine is a black box, one piece.
Right.
If anything went wrong, you have to change the whole engine. So
Right.
definitely this is not right? But also in the same analogy, but then the other way around. Imagine
Right.
that this engine is composed of 1 million pieces.
Right.
So also its efficiency is gonna be bad, maintainability is be bad. So we have to have a very smart calibration between simplicity and also between composability.
Right.
Because this kind of, I always tell the team two
Right.
things. Before you start, before going to the keyboard,
Right.
go to the board. You need to draw. You
Right.
need to see the relations between what you are doing and what your colleague is doing. Because if there is anything can be decomposed to simplify things in the future, do it that way.
Right.
Also, in the other way around, or in the second thing, I always tell them, simplicity comes over intelligence or technicality, right? So don't overcomplicate things. So this is that's why I always advise companies to put the governance layer. The governance layer, this is where the scrum of scrums is there, the solution architects is there, the program managers is there. They have the 360 view and the 30,000 feet height, so they can ensure that this good tools
Right.
doesn't take the whole thing into in a bad way or
Right.
even overlooked. So this is the only way that you can make sure that you are using things in the right way.
Absolutely, and that's a good point actually. Now, as more parts of software development become assisted or automated, for example, AI-based code synthesis and all, what domains or aspects do you think should remain human and why?
Okay. So look, I'm obsessed with AI. AI is
Right.
in everything in our life, including
Right.
development,
Mm.
and it has to be used with caution, right?
Right.
The things that the AI can give you great speed, save time, less even manpower or resources, but there is a layer that the AI cannot cover. For example, the high level design, what we want to do, what is the objectives, what is the roadmap of this, what kind of constraints we need to take care of
Right.
that. So these things the AI will not be, at least for now. We don't know
Right.
2 years later what will be the case, but this piece has to be remaining as human. Also, whatever tool you are using for AI, complex problems cannot still be solved with AI. It needs human. The human are better positioned to solve complex problems.
Right.
Last thing is I would say, especially when you are developing a decision-based code,
Right.
so the rules that AI can put, it can take things in a different way.
Right.
So the being ensuring that it's fair way of doing things, or decision is
Mm.
transparent and so on. This is something that also humans need to be involved in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can't completely do away with the human angle anywhere. I think even in automation,
Yeah, if
AI.
if it's fully human right now, then you are very backdated. It will take ages. Cost
Absolutely.
is high. But
Absolutely.
also, if you went completely AI, your application or solution is missing the human touch. Okay,
Correct.
there is the soul of the law. They always say,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So sometimes, as I said again, coding is AI is perfectly positioned for there, but it gives you pieces.
Correct.
You cannot take the whole picture from the AI. The whole picture comes with a human design analysis. I would say the decision based code, because there is any no solution that doesn't have this business rules that need to be considered when taking any decision. So you need to put these rules. You cannot leave the AI to decide it by their own.
Right. Now, in decision driving code, like recommendation
Yeah.
engine, scoring, automation, what responsibility do developers have? Not just to optimize performance, but to consider fairness, opacity, and long term impact.
Well, that's actually connected to
Right.
the previous question. So I would say ensuring that it's fair. Okay, that's number one, and also transparent, because at the
Right.
end the AI needs the model itself needs a calibration. So you give data, you see the pattern detection, you see the results, and then you start tuning the results.
Right.
So the development team, or the team that is owning this, need to ensure it's fair, need to have transparency about what kind of rules they are taking into considerations. And what's very importantly, you have to put a layer for validations and testing,
Right. Right.
right? Because when this goes to life, this there's some kind of monitoring of how it is going, and whether it's going right or it's deviating from what the objective is. So these
Correct.
are the things that the team need to put on top when using a decision based code while in development team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's at a very fascinating stage, this code and automation and
Yeah.
everything connected, because where AI goes, where technology goes,
Yeah.
obviously this is hand in hand.
You know
So,
that the thing is, personally, I'm even using this in my personal life. Okay,
right.
there are tools like N8N or something that
Right.
actually it's open right now. You
Right.
can do whatever you want.
Right.
If you look at when you are building the agent, you are giving tools, skills, some rules, vision, like data sources to deal with, access to systems for doing actions, and it does it by itself. So it's very nice when it's personal and human. Someone is doing for himself or for
Right.
his team. But when you go to a national wide kind of a solution, or something that can impact the human lives,
Mm.
this layer need to be in place to govern things, and to make sure that it's not taking the whole thing in the wrong direction. So I'm biased to the AI and humans as well. Both complement
Absolutely.
each
Both are
other.
needed, actually.
Yes,
You can't do
exactly.
away with completely with one or the other.
Hundred
So,
percent, 100%.
absolutely. So,
Yeah.
that's at a very interesting stage. So, the conversation was really good. It was really deep. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you very much for having me again, and I'm delighted to share a little bit of my thoughts around
Absolutely. It was a
software
very
development.
enlightening and
Thank you very
informative.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.